Welcome to the VIP section.
J baby y'all. 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 J baby y'all.
The vibes. Make sure you go like and subscribe to the channel if you like what's going on, if you like all the hip hop and the sports news, and you like everything that Shay Baby's bringing to the table. Make sure you like and subscribe. You already know the vibes. Yes, sir. What's goody, y'all? What's goody? Hey, Michelle. Buenos dias. We are here bright and early, Monday morning. A lot of smoke. Shout out to Cardi B, Offset, Stefon Diggs, doing what we knew was gonna happen. Doing what we knew what was gonna happen. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about what else we had in the mix? Little Diddy talk. And I also want to get in today. Also, let me see. Oh yeah, Drake new record. We want to talk about that. We want to talk about Drake. I don't know. I think Drake is back. I think Drake is back. I think Drake's here for the summer. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So we're gonna definitely get into that. Shout out to everybody that's pulling up early in the morning. What up, Michelle? We in the building. It's early. That's a fact. Shout out to everybody pulling up. Shout out to all of the people that rock out every morning. We are lit. I don't know what's going on. YouTube is acting funny. On my computer for some reason. It's not letting me log in and stuff like that. So if you don't see the live out there, that's because I don't know, it's lagging a little bit. YouTube's acting up today, I guess. So we'll keep our eye on that just so we can fix things up. Let me just restart the computer real quick. Any news if Diddy's off himself yet? Not yet. I think it's the last trials in October. Set to sing for him. So I think he's gonna sit in there for the summer, see what happens. You know, oh, you off beach bound. Uh-oh, Michelle.
Yeah. Baby.
Michelle beach bound. Damn, I know the whole chat would be like, they would love to see that bathing suit. You in that bathing suit, you know, the email's there if you're feeling, little Michelle-y today. We here. Yeah. I got y'all. Charles, where you at?
Shit, baby.
My guy Charles, where you at? That's a fact. I got y'all. Yeah, we know you're going to be looking good in that bikini today. Yeah. Niggas is in here talking about Diddy and Justin Bieber, and we talking about Michelle with a bikini on. Nasty work.
Shit,
come on, guys. Let's stay on topic here. You know, the hell with Diddy right now. She's on her way to the beach. You feel me?
Shit, baby.
Now that's a good vibe. She said Beach Brown's gonna be nice and muggy today. She said ab work, Charles. Wow. Yeah, Charles.
Baby.
Okay, my boy. Shout out to Charles. You know he's the ab work goat. That's his thing. So there you go. Shout out to Charles. Let's roll them out. That's a fact. Shout out to the family. It definitely gets it popping. Yo, listen. This weekend was a pretty good weekend. It was my birthday weekend. I think I got a little bit of sauce for y'all for the weekend. I was out with the family. Shout out to the family. Shout out to the family. They was outside with me this week. We don't really get to hang out as much as we used to. But I have a great family, man. I love them. We was outside. We went out to City Island. You know, something light. You know, I said I want to sit outside. You know, I want to go outside. So it was my birthday. They took me out. Had a couple little saucy drinks. Yeah, thank you, man. Shout out to the people. They got a little live coverage of them. My son was outside. All right, here go. Me. Yeah. Here go Shay Jr. right here. Look. Everybody's in here. Look. There's my son right there. Shay Jr. in the back. She got the Lord. Follow Yell Jack channel. Uh-oh. My kids got good hair. No, you see the vibes. All right, tell them what your channel is. My kids got good hair. You see the vibes. Yes. Definitely, man. 100%. So hold on, look. It looks like, let me see if everything is working right now with this YouTube. They was acting funny. Okay, we looking good. Let's turn that on. All right. So look like the morning is moving. Shout out to YouTube for letting us rock out a little bit. A little bit. Shout out to the youngins, 100%, Charles. Yes.
Shit, baby.
And this is my daughter right here. Shades on. Yes. Yes, sir. Great guys, great people, great people. 100%. All right, so, yes, I do have a family and I do have a life. I don't just sit on YouTube and Instagram all day, even though I do. But I do have a family that we do go out and have fun. Right, Michelle? Family first. Yeah. Right, Charles? Family first.
Baby.
100%. All right, so let's see what we got out there early. Oh, there go the birthday fit.
Yeah, baby.
Had a nice little light Lennon on. Real light, you know, it was hot, so, you know, I just wanted to be cool. You know what I mean? Nice pair of dunks.
Yeah.
Good New York fashion. Good New York fashion. Okay, so, Kodak Black. Nigga threw his chain in the crowd, son. And said they could have it. Look. Fast forward a little bit because of the music. Look. Watch the people. Crazy. That's crazy. Now, not only did he cause ruckus in the crowd, like, you know, people were going crazy. You know, they were up here fighting over the piece. You know, that's crazy, Kodak. Kodak threw like $100K in the crowd. Like, hey, y'all, go have fun with it. But then, it seemed like in the video, I can't go back to it because I don't want the music to kill the monetize. But it seems like he told them at the end, now I want my shit back.
Yeah, baby.
He said, now I want it back. So the fans had to give it back. The security jumped in the crowd. You see, he didn't toss it deep in the crowd. He threw it in the front so he could keep an eye on it. Security jumped out there, I think, and they got the piece back. Why play with them like that, man? You could have had somebody get beat up in the crowd for that piece, killed for that piece, then they had to give it back. If you came up with the piece, you got it in blood in that crowd.
Shit, baby.
At least he should give them some bread. That's kind of nasty work, if you ask me, man. Throw the piece in the crowd, niggas fight for it, come up with it like a fumble football, Big white fat dude came up with it, yeah, came up with it. You know, next thing you see the piece floating through the crowd to give it back to him. That's worse than a chick taking off all the clothes and saying, come smell it, or come eat it, or come beat it, whatever you into. Long as they know, you know, tossing a salad, I'm cool with that. But then she say, no, I was only playing. That's worse. That's worse.
Shake baby.
Smash them like buttons too. I didn't get a chance to put that in there. Shout out to Niche in the building. I see Nishi. Let's roll her out. Yes, sir. Okay, so everything is up. I just put everything up on YouTube and smashed them likes. Let's get to it today. We are on one today. It's like we got the pink cocaine in us today. We got the pink cocaine in us today. Diddy style. You know what I mean? That's what we on today.
Shake baby.
That's a fact. So Kodak Black did that nasty work to the people. And, you know, they fell for it. Oh, here goes another one. So my son said his favorite artist is Juice WRLD. I went and bought the t-shirt. I went and got the merch.
Shake baby.
Now I like Juice WRLD. My 12-year-old said he likes Juice WRLD, so I like Juice now. Shout out to Juice.
Yeah.
Went and got me a Juice WRLD shirt for my man. All right, so let's talk about it. This is nasty work to the fullest.
Now, shorty, you is dead wrong for this one. You dead wrong for this one. Just for the views, you gassed this little guy up like this? Come on now. He really thought you was really on him. This is crazy, boo. This is crazy.
You is handsome. I'm talking to you. Baby, I could take you home and spoil the shit out of you. You ready for a wife? Well, what you want? You can get it. Ooh, I like me something small in a package.
With my hair like this, boy.
What? Yo, what? Baby, you is fine. You don't want this big Amazon in front of you.
Nasty.
You be killing me.
Well, I'm that big juicy for you. Ain't that right? Tell him. You see that? Go ahead, baby. Go pay for it. You want me to pay for that car?
That's nasty work, y'all. That's disgusting. Now, for the views, that nigga he's handicapped, man. And you playing around with this man? Don't you know that man probably beats off 100 times a day? You playing with his emotions right now. You look at that nigga, you ain't see his face? You lucky he ain't rape you, ma. Ha! You lucky he ain't take you in the bathroom and bust your ass.
Shake baby.
Playing around with that man like that, fam. I'm mad if I'm him. That's a fact. That's a fact. I'm mad if I'm him. Smash them like buttons. You heard Nishi. Ryan, what's good, Ryan Clifton? I see you, my boy. Let's roll Ryan out. I see the cuties in the Shea Babies, the cuties.
Shea Baby.
They in there vibing. Nisha, what up to Markeep and to Baby Love. Baby Love. You know we're going to talk about your girl today, right? You know we're going to talk about your girl Cardi today, right? We got to. Because we said that this was going to be that motion. We said this already. We said that this was going to end nasty. Now, this is the thing about thotties. Because, you know, they in the comments on Instagram, they like, how you calling Cardi? I didn't call Cardi a thotty. I said the niggas is thotties. I said, let's go to that post right here. Let's go to that post so we can start from there. We're going to start with Cardi. We're going to get into the Cardi first. Let's just get right to it. So hold on. Where's the Cardi at? Oh, before we get into that, Your man Ray J is spazzing again.
Why is Ray J going off the deep? What's wrong with this nigga? Yo, I'm praying for you. I need. Yo, they calling my mama. They calling Brandy. Yo, Ray's good. Yeah, I'm going off the deep end. The deep end of this new pool I just got. Yeah, I'm going off the deep end. Do I need help? Hell yeah. Absolutely. When a dentist does somebody's teeth, the nigga's talented enough to do it himself. But if he got the people doing the water and all the other stuff, the spritz and all the stuff on the side, he can focus on doing him. I say that to say it's my birthday.
Yo.
Happy birthday, Ray. And Diddy's free. And so what I'm saying today is it's a celebration. Fuck it. It's not a complete celebration because they still did Diddy a little wrong by charging him for some bullshit just to look like they were right. The people at the top, I don't want no problems. Guess why? Because I don't even know y'all niggas. I have no clue. All my partners is from another country that don't know niggas. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say that this is a disclaimer. I'm a jokester. I'm a comedian. People are going to say, Ray J, you tripping. You need help. I'm praying for you, Ray J. Go call your mom and your sister. Brandy, come get your brother. FaceTiming my mama and shit, talking about they worried about me because I'm out here dancing around and it's 100 degrees outside and I'm sweating. The problem would be if I was outside partying, Diddy's about to be free, and it was snowing outside and I was sweating. Then you need to call PTS or PETS. It's called PETS. You heard of that shit?
Okay, so Ray J's kind of out of his mind right now. I don't know why Ray keeps doing this, man. We just saw Sister and Monica on, I think it was the Today Show, I think it was. You know, they're superstars. Ray, come on, man. Come on, Ray. This is crazy. But you know what? Let's keep it real. Ray J, if he doesn't act like this, oh, y'all don't notice I got the worm on today? Shout out to the worm, man. Shout out to the worm. Dennis Rodman, that's my guy. We're going to talk about him in a second. So, Ray J, you know, I just feel like he don't gotta be this guy like he wants to be. You know, the cap, you know, like Niche said, I just don't know to believe Ray J. You know, she thinks everything Ray J say and Ray J do is cap. She think everything that Ray J, you know, is plant, meditated, smoke. You know, we heard Amber Rose say the other day, Ray, you gotta stop telling people you slept with me. He said we did. We slept in the back of the truck and we cuddled. Remember? Yeah. All of that? Shit, baby. 3 cuts in your eyebrows. Trying to wild out. Let's go back to him. That's a fact, Charles.
Why is Ray J going off the deep? What's wrong with this nigga? Yo, I'm praying for you. I need. Yo, they calling my mama. They calling Brandy. Yo, Ray's good.
Yo, the nigga
Yeah,
got
I'm
the
going
cut
off the deep end.
in the eyebrows, Charles. I didn't even notice that. Charles, you the GOAT. Yeah. He said, nah, man, boy, in real life. Boy bugged out in real life. Shout out to the Big Dice Chronicles. I see you, my boy. He said he met him in real life. Michelle, we mad at you. You are going to the beach and we can't get an email. Chat, put 2 thumbs up if you want to see that picture. And we need Shelly to send us that email of her on the beach today. Let's make her a star today. Yeah, baby. Let's make her a star today. Put 2 thumbs up if you need Michelle to email that picture. That's a fact. Yeah. I'm sorry, Michelle, I'll put you on the spot. I'm only playing. Shit, but it would be nice. But she said he is the CEO of the Gagency. Yes, Ray J is the CEO of the Gagency. Now, he got mad at Suge Knight, remember, Michelle? Because Suge Knight said that Ray J is gay inside. And Ray J said, you cannot do that to the CEO of the Gagency. Don't you know the Gagency will be mad at me? Pause. This is Ray J talking. If they knew that I wasn't gay, because in the Gagency, you have to admit that you're gay to be in there. You know what I mean? So Ray J said it would be false advertisement to the Gagency if he was saying that he's not gay and he is. Yeah. Smash them like buttons. You heard her. Tehran, you saying facts or what? Michelle with the bikini on? Oh boy, here we go. I'm sorry, Michelle. I mean, you go to the gym, you know, you pay for that body. Without all the cellulites, like, you know, hopefully the Cardi B, they saying, they got mad at me because on Instagram because of this post right here. We're going to go back to the Cardi B. Oh, hold on. Before we get to the Cardi B, the worm. The worm. So, Dennis Rodman, it's obvious I went to a t-shirt spot in the Village on Sunday, I think it was. No, Saturday night I went there, like 11 o'clock at night went there. Just went and bought mad t-shirts. I bought the worm and I bought Juice WRLD. Now, the reason why I bought the worm, I love the worm. Look, I got the worm shorts on too. Look. Mitchell and Ness. Of course. The worm shorts. So, the reason I like the worm, you know, he's a team player. I hate hating ass niggas that always want to shine and don't want to put niggas on. I hate those type of niggas. I ain't gonna lie to you. So I like the worm because the worm's willing to take the charges, pause. He's willing to grab the rebounds. You know, I saw a stat one time, right? I saw a stat one time. This is no lie. This is what made me love the worm the most. I saw a stat on that was out there that said the nigga had 0 points, 21 rebounds. That's crazy. That's crazy. A hating ass nigga will never ever like those stats. A selfish person.
Say, baby.
So the reason I always loved the worm was willing to get 0 points, 21 boards, and rings. Give me the worm on my team anytime. Pause.
Say, baby.
That's a fact. Gotta love the worm. All right, so let's get right back into the business. So they on Instagram, right? They was a little bit upset with me because of this post. They said I did not call Cardi B a thot because at this point she's not. You know. Well, at this point she is, but she's not. The reason I say she's not is because she's willing to be with one guy. It's just that, like I said in the post, she went from one thot to another.
See, this doesn't surprise me. This isn't a shock to me. I knew this was going to happen. You never leave a thought to go to another one. That's why I don't understand why people do that in relationships. You leave one thought to go to another, nasty work. That's the only thing that could be going on here. Or, like they say, that BBL could be funky. I heard through the grapevine that she had a stinking BBL. Maybe Stefon Diggs was stinking tired of that stench, man. You never know. Get in these comments. Let me know. Why did Stefon Diggs and Cardi B break up? This was nasty work. I knew it.
Okay, so, come on. Y'all heard the same thing about the BBL stinking. That ain't me saying these things. This is the internet and what the people are saying. Now, they do say the BBL stink after a while.
Say, baby.
You know what I'm saying? So, ladies, when you go get these BBLs, just know you looking good for a year. It's no different than a car. First, get the car. Till you get a scratch on it. Something happens. Then you don't want it no more. Right? Then you don't want it no more. Once you get a couple scratches on it, then it's something different going on with the whole car, right? Then you hear the little rattling underneath. Typical things in a car. This is what the BBL is like. You feel me? This is what the BBL is like. The BBL, it smells good for the first month or a year or so. Then it starts acting up. That's all. John Daniel, what's good, my boy? How you been? Dana, how you doing, boo? Dana, you didn't hear the same stories about BBLs? It's the truth. You know what I mean? Nobody's making up. They say it starts smelling like broccoli, starts smelling like broccoli and cheese. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's unbelievable when it comes to getting a BBL. So you spend all this money, right? for a BBL to look good, to be walking around stinking. They say girls also walk around with body spray, air freshener, spraying it all around. That shit is disgusting, man. Why you want to walk around smelling like a fart all day just to look cute? Man, imagine if you say, you know what? You know, you could go pay to get brolic muscles, but you stinking like ass all day. That shit is not worth it. You know what I mean? That's not worth it at all. You know what I mean? Now, Michelle, we know you go to the gym, you work it out. You know, you're one of the few that say, you know what? I'm not going to pay for this butt. I'm going to go work on my butt. You know what I'm saying? And that's what, you know, yeah, I'd rather have a regular sized butt next to me, but she smells good all day long, than a fat ass next to me and funky.
Yeah, baby.
That's just real talk. You know what I'm saying? So I put that post out because that's what they were saying, not about Cardi B too much. I did hear them say that about Cardi, but they were saying that a lot about women that have BBLs. You know what I mean? I would be scared of that. Exactly. You feel me, Dana? Like, come on. Yeah, you look good, boo, but it's stinking. Respect me. Respect the nigga. Like, you know, if you got me because of the BBL, you shouldn't want me. That means, like, trust me, if I'm into the BBLs, there's thousands of BBLs walking down Washington Heights in New York City and Midtown Manhattan. You know, I ain't gonna lie to you. It looked trash to me, the BBLs. Y'all chicks look like walking around like horses. You know what I mean? Like I said, give me a regular with a cute face, smelling good, nice feet, Shea Babies on it.
Yeah, baby.
Shea Babies on it. And that's a fact. Look like them surgeons aren't worth. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Them surgeons is just taking the money. They know it's going to stink after a while. What causes the smells are the injections, fat cells rotting. There you go. Michelle just said it for you right there. What causes the smell are the injections of the fat cells rotting. That's what I'm saying. If you know this is going to happen, why would you do it? If you know this is going to happen, why would you do it? I'm not saying that's the reason why he cheated on her or something like that, but, you know, Cardi, you got money. You know what I mean? You are cutie. I give that to you. But there's a, why are these men doing this? It's the obvious reason. You got daddies. And that's just point blank, period. You got daddies. Because if you go wife a regular nigga like right now, for that bread, he'll smell that broccoli and that cheese all night.
Shit, baby.
You go get you a regular nigga from Fordham Road. Shout out to Baby Love and Marquis. I guarantee you, he won't cheat on you and smell that cheese and broccoli all night. No, this is real. I'm being for real. Niggas is out there grinding all day, risking their freedom, working for the wrong person to work for, you know, getting underpaid. To sit home with them millions all day that smell like broccoli and cheese all day, they won't cheat on you. That's what I'm saying. You going for these stars because you think this is what's written. This is why you got in the game, huh? You became a rapper and a star to be around the stars? No. You create your own team. That's why I said I gotta respect Nicki.
Yeah.
Nicki got her a regular nigga.
Shit, baby.
Nicki got her regular. And that's a fact. And you see, she's having no problems. He is not trying to mess up that bag for nothing. He is not trying to ruin that bag for nothing. You can't throw no coochie in his face. Regular nigga. That's why I said, give me the regular chick. Shout out to Cynthia Bonner over there on Facebook. I see you. But it's real. You go with a regular. You go with a regular. You know what I mean? That's a fact. Let's keep it real. My moms could have easily been, like, you know, Gladys Knight or one of them. You know what I'm saying? You see the Blacks back here. My pops was in the game. He got a regular. They married till he went into the grave. Rest in peace to my pops. Going on close to 50 years, man. That's what I'm saying. Nigga got a regular. You know, my pops always told me, he said, you get you a hamburger helper. You get you a hamburger helper. You know what I mean? Yes. You will never see Shay Baby chasing these industry thotties. It's not worth the stress. I don't want it in my life.
Shay Baby.
You know what I mean? There's more regulars to pick from than industry thotties. So why fuck with the industry thotties? There's millions of regulars. There's not millions of stars, though.
Shay Baby.
So therefore, you piping, dating the same niggas. Give me the regular. That's a fact. Someone told me he looks good with clothes, but naked. This was the man who said that. Again, I don't know. That's a fact, Michelle. Yo, look, it's this simple. You know, like Michelle just said, it's either you go for, you know, you stargaze and be a fan, or you live a life like Michelle. She's happily ever married. You don't see Michelle running down the street, you know, chasing rappers and, you know, be a baby mother from an industry nigga and shit like that. No. She has a good marriage at home. That's how you do it. I respect her. I respect her 100%. That's how you do it. Tom, what's popping? I see you out there. Yeah, Michelle. Let us see that bikini outfit later, maybe. You know what? For Wednesday, we'll let you go there, get relaxed. If you feel like taking a picture, we will air it on Wednesday. Just so you know, everybody, Michelle's on the way to the beach. Good vibe for her. All right, so let's stay on the Cardi B offset. So this girl right here, she had a little vlog on her.
You know, I was thinking like, okay, girl, but
Okay.
I'm not on Cardi B's social media, but it's being reported that she deleted pictures of Stefon Diggs. Now, I don't see none. Y'all let me know what y'all think, but they're saying that she has wiped her entire social media clean of Stefon Diggs. Now, if y'all recall, Young Miami had made some seemingly comments with regards to Stefon Diggs, if y'all recall, and she kind of said he was a hoe back around the time that Cardi B had said that, you know, they were an item. And I know some of y'all was getting real excited by, you know, their relationship, and some of y'all was really happy. And, you know, I was thinking like, okay, girl, but I was wondering why it was so public, being that, you know, she was just going through a divorce. I understand. You know, you want to get out the
That's why
house,
I
you want
can't
to have
stand a
some fun,
groupie.
but I wondered, like, why was it so public, you know? But again, it's her business. She can do whatever she want to do. But what they're saying is that they are no longer together. So kind of let's get into what they're saying on social media. Let's kind of get into it here. All right. So as you guys can see here, this is being reported by a blog that Cardi B has removed all pictures. I did not see any remnants of Stefon Diggs with regards to, you know, pictures between him and Cardi B. So let's get into
Stefon Diggs, I'm sorry to report.
Tyson Garcia was good.
H-O-E. Oh, and that's not coming from me. That's coming from Young Miami, who says, I can't fall in love with no H-O-E. Young Rich bitch outside and single. And that's addressing rumors that maybe her and Stefon Diggs were dating because they had been seen spotted together. She had been rocking some Texas gear, you know, a bunch of things that made people online speculate. But then when I start putting my hat on, I say, man, is Stefon Diggs getting around? Because I had to remember that academics said that Stefon Diggs was the one that Offset was accusing of smashing Cardi B while pregnant.
Crazy.
Which is wild, okay?
Wild.
But
the wildest.
it made me think, wow, is Stefon Diggs the messy king, okay? Because how messy do you have to be for somebody like Miami who was happy with Diddy to not want to rock with you? How can you out freak off her? I don't know. You know, she called herself WHORE and told everybody she liked to be tinkled on.
That's
I'm
crazy.
Whore. Like I'm a like with a W. Like I'm a whore.
But define that though.
Like I'm a whore.
It say take a shower if you like golden showers. I do. Golden showers, meaning when the guy pees on you, pee on you everywhere. You like it? I just like it. You do?
That's crazy.
I'm not here to judge. People do what they do. I'm just trying to figure out where in the love square does Stefon Diggs fit, okay? Is he with Young Miami? Clearly not. Can't be with Cardi B. So is he just out there tagging and having himself a good time? Looks like it. But, bro, watch yourself because you could be chartering in waters with women that's protected. Could always be dangerous. Take it from your boy. But, hey, what do y'all say? Is Stefon Diggs just a player living his life, or is he messy and HOE as Young Miami inferred? Hey, leave y'all comments.
What is going on between these two? Word on the street is that Cardi B has removed all remnants of this man and that they are no longer together. Now, we kind of speculated with regards to this. They moved awfully fast. It was a fast situation with regards to these two. So in all honesty, I am not surprised. Now, to kind of go back to what that content creator said, it was stipulated around the time, or maybe a little bit before Cardi B had got with Stefon Diggs. They were saying that, you know, him and Young Miami had something going on. And Young Miami pretty much said, by no stretch of your imagination am I going to be messing around with a hoe. So she called him a hoe, which is very interesting because Young Miami was, you know, in some kind of situation with Diddy. And we know Diddy has stated that they were friends, but we know they were friends with benefits. So being that we know Diddy had numerous women, and I don't think from what I have saw, at least related to the trial, they knew that he had these multiple women. So the fact that Young Miami would call Stefon Diggs a hoe, being that she was in a relationship with Diddy, is an entire
shout out to LaShawn Watson. What's good, girl?
Because
she talking facts over there.
Is she saying he is when you were already with a man that we know had many women? Okay. Now, what are they saying in the comments about Cardi B? Now, some of these comments I am just not going to read, but some of the people were saying she's still married. Stop playing with God. And then some people said, who cares? Who cares? Who cares? And then some are saying that girl is just having fun. Okay, so here's my deal. If I was just having fun, I'm gonna keep it between me and him. I don't need to be seen out in public with somebody that I don't even know who I'm going to be with. So frankly, I honestly thought that they were in something trying to be serious, or maybe Cardi B thought that, you know, potentially it was, you know, serious, but I don't think he felt that way, for the simple fact, you did see him and Cardi B out in public a lot of, you know,
nasty
stuff
work
in the blogs about them. So I kind of felt like she was actually taking it serious, but was he taking it serious? We saw, you know, what looked like to be her supporting him a lot. But then to get to this point here where she has removed everything with regards to social media and it's looking like they are no longer together, which is an indication that they're not, because she has removed every remnants of this man from her social media. What do y'all think? Are y'all gonna say, listen, they were just having fun, they not together no more? What exactly do y'all think? Do you think that maybe she's getting back with Offset? Because in all honesty, I can never tell what's going on between Cardi B and Offset, because I feel like they done broke up and got back together so many times. So do we really know? But, you know, from what we are learning is that her and Stefon are no longer together. Of course, comment down below. Let me know what y'all think in the chat.
All right, well, first of all, let's start from here. You know, there's no getting back together once you let someone smash. You know, you went public with them. Offset be a fool if we go back to her. Let's start from there. You know, if you ask me, I say they might as well be together because I guess they have a relationship like that of being thoughts. But me personally, I don't want it back. You know, because don't get me wrong, I'm a wrong person too if I did what he did because, you know, he's taking chicks shopping in Milan. We seen that. This was 6 months ago. He had the white joints with him. He was spending money on them in Louis Vuitton. So, yes, he did do a lot of nasty work. But you went public. They both did these things. Take it. I can't go back. That's just me. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? If I'm public with a chick and I'm putting her on the gram, you know, putting her on Twitter, you know, this is my girl, I'm tricking on her. This is who I'm with. I'm rocking with you. I done left the situation. Now, I'm not saying that I wouldn't leave the situation and be a thot, because, you know, sometimes you just feel like being a thotty when you a guy. Shout out to the guys. But I'm just saying, I'm not putting no chick on social media and saying I'm tricking on you and doing all these things and saying this is wifey unless I want this to be known, because I gotta expect who I was with. I gotta expect her to feel some type of way, because Cardi B did feel some type of way. She did. The nigga went public with white joints.
Shit, baby.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He went public with white joints. In a world where everyone shows everything, keep a little bit of the mystery and be different. 100%. What happened to the down low, down low? See, they locked R. Kelly up and they said no more down lows. No more down lows. You pipe something, you put it on the gram so niggas can get in them comments.
Shit, baby.
Yeah. Like what the homeboy say? China Brim? Put it in the comments. You know what I mean? That's a fact. That's a fact, man. Come on, man. Michelle's right. Y'all both did this to yourselves. That relationship is probably over, fam. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now the DL means something else. I know. Fly guy, you right. You know, that could be zestiness or, you know, pedophileness, right? Yeah. But in my era when he was singing that, we wasn't thinking that. We was thinking down low is, you know, you see a nigga, back in the days, you see a nigga creeping out of you driving somewhere. Oh, look at this nigga creeping out of the projects late night. And that was it.
Shit, baby.
Just like I saw my man the other day, shout out to my man Randy. You know, he could have been just getting some Spanish food or something. I seen him late night in the Heights.
Shit, baby.
I'm like, yo, Randy, what's good? He looking around like, Shay, you making me hot. Yeah. That's a fact. You know what I mean? Because I'm used to the old school. I put the nigga on the gram, take a picture, none of that. Say, yo, Red, that was it. Yeah.
Shit, baby.
But that's real, though. You know what I'm saying? For real, man. Like, Michelle's right. You throwing everything on the gram, and this is what happened. The relationship is ruined, all off some likes, and put it in the comment section. And that. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Yeah. Shit, baby.
I kind of feel like there's nowhere to go for them from here. You know, you got the nigga braiding his hair like him. Now the relationship is over. This is why, ladies, you can't just bring niggas around the kids, man. You can't. Stefon Diggs was not worthy to come around the kids. He's this is why, this is why I laugh at women, because y'all think that the grass is greener on the other side. It's not. The nigga that you talking to, that you been down low DMing and talking to and nigga texting and having conversations with, he's only being nice to get the buns, girl. I've been him. Yeah. I don't do the pillow talk hating on the nigga though. I don't do that. But yeah, I'd be like, yeah, you know, how your day going? You okay? I miss you. All of that bullshit, right? That's to get the buns. Y'all don't see it? Now, try talking to a nigga for 2-3 years in those conversations. That nigga won't last 2 months with you with those type of conversations. He see you ain't going nowhere, he's out of there. He see you ain't giving up, you ain't resistant, you ain't trying to link, it's over. Yeah, baby. Now, if that nigga stick around for 2-3 years, he's the GOAT. He's good. He really want that. He go, but then, you know, if it smell like BBL, you gotta have problems. Yeah, baby. If it smell like BBL work, you gonna have problems. And I think that's what happened right here. I think Stefon Diggs, you know, he's a football nigga. You know, he got real money. You know what I'm saying? Real paper. You know, not this rap money. You know, he's running around, piping a lot of different chicks. You know, he's seeing the different, you know, the different smells of a female, the different touch. You know, it's just so many different feels from a female that, you know, if you a thought, you know, you just another one on the team. Nigga sent the back to the game, fam. That's what it really boils down to. In the moment, what's popping? Nigga sent the back to the game. That's the worst when they send you back to the game. Ladies, you don't ever want to be sent back to the game. Now you got to start all over and see if you believe the nasty work. Now you got to start all over and see if you believe the nasty work. You know what I'm saying? It's nasty, ladies. That's why sometimes it's good to pick the right one. That's a regular, like I said, ladies. You know, and, you know, people do things. You know, people are human. So, I'm not saying you're supposed to keep a guy if he cheats, right? Because what Offset did was nasty work. But, you know, sometimes it's just like, you know, things happen. And, because ladies, I'm not saying accept the man cheating on you because they're not supposed to do that. I'm not going to just sit here and say that. I'm just saying sometimes you have to say to yourself, is the grass greener on the other side? Ladies, I'm telling you, it's not. Cardi B thought she won. Lance, what's good, my dude? Shit, baby. Yeah. Shout out to my man Lance in the building. Facebook is rocking over there. So yeah, like I said, you know, ladies, you got to do the right thing, man. Yo, Lance, I can't lie. The park was jumping yesterday on Ferris. Word. I wish you could bring your son up there and play one time, man. You should get that experience. Come home. Lance, come on home. Bring them all home, Lance. Yeah. Bring the All-American home. Shit, baby. But yeah, I feel bad for them. Look, they even got to pick these guys. We're doing Louis Vuitton photo shoots with each other. Nasty. This is why I say pick a regular nigga. Why do you ladies want this? Like, these niggas together probably smashed over 500 chicks in the past year. That's nasty. Shit, baby. That's a fact, Lance. We definitely need you home. Bring him up. You got call Haas. Yo, Lance, call Haas. Haas will put him down in a couple tournaments. Haas got some good tournaments. Yeah. Shit, baby. And you know, they got that earn your leisure money. Yo, so they everywhere. That's a fact. You know, let them play in Ferris, the center. Shit, baby. Couple Dykens, Rucker. Nice. Yeah. Because you know that's where it all started for my man B. Yo, so yesterday I'm in the park. We got Boogie Flan in the building. You know, he going to Florida next year. We got my man Adam in the building. You know, Adam's one of them dudes too. You know, and I'm sitting with my man No Game. No Game, what's good? giving me the jello shots out underneath the basket. Great view yesterday. I think I got a little bit of the smoke from yesterday. Let me see. I'm not sure. But yeah, I was sitting in a good view yesterday, Lance. You know, the park is the parks. I think I got something. Let me see. Not sure. Nah, I don't got nothing, Lance. But yeah, it was great vibes, man. He definitely got to come home. 100%. Yeah, so back to Cardi B and Stefon Diggs. I'm telling y'all, Stefon Diggs, you know, Young Miami called him a thot. This is a girl who says she likes getting peed on. This is a girl who was dating Diddy. She could never call nobody a thot and a hoe. But she did. What does that tell y'all?
Shit, baby.
Boston Cash. Now, I don't know if you're ready. My man's son is one of them. He's one of them. He plays on a high level of high school basketball. I'm not saying I'm washed. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not ready for that. But I have been working out a little bit, trying to stay in shape. You know, get me to the end of the summer. I should be ready to run a couple fulls by the end of the summer. Diggs' own teammates said they never let him date their sisters. That's a fact. Stefon Diggs is like, I kind of want to say, like, a nigga that couldn't wait to get on. I'm not saying he's a bad looking dude, because he's not. Pause. I'm saying that, you know, he's a thot. That's all I'm saying. You know, every nigga in this chat right now, whether you look like Stefon Diggs or not, you got a team of chicks. You know, there's boogers for niggas. There's baddies. There's mid-range shots. There's middies. You know, you got the boogers, the middies, and you got the the baddies, we say. You know, there's somebody for something for everybody, but like I said, there's more boogers and middies than baddies. So if you're an average looking dude, you can have 100 boogers and middies. You know what I mean? You can have 100 boogers and mid-range shots. That's nothing. I know, Lance. No, he was saying that him and his brother could beat anybody 2-on-2 in basketball. And I was like, nah, not them. Not them. Because he got his son. That's where they gonna go wrong. The nigga Boston Cash. Unless you play college or high school basketball, you can't guard his son. You're not in shape. The nigga works out every day. You're not gonna be able to beat them.
Shit, baby.
You're not going to be able to beat them. That's what he was saying, Lance. Yeah, he said the middies, I've been out the loop. That's a fact, Lance. The mid-range jump shots. Let's go back to the mid-range jump shot, ladies. The mid-range jump shots, you know, they don't have the BBLs. You know, I give them that. You know, they don't have the middies. The middies got nice feet. The middies smell good. I take a midi. I take a midi. That's a real talk. There's nothing wrong with a mid-range jump shot. You can make millions of dollars shooting mid-ranges. That's the thing. Stefon Diggs is going for the Curry threes.
Shit, baby.
Yeah. No, Cardi B's going for the Curry threes. Cardi, we love you, mama. You from the Bronx. Right, baby love? It's just the fact that leave these niggas alone. There's a chat full of, go holla at my man Charles. Go jump in Cardi B's DM today. Give my man Charles a chance. Charles will come to the crib with the air spray and all of that. Body spray, mine's okay. You know, I don't know. Charles might not want to smell that broccoli. You know what I mean? Couple of G League prospects might get a 10-day. That's a fact, Charles. Charles just killed it. Quote of the year. Couple G Leaguers and prospects, they can get a 10-day contract. That's a fact.
Shit, baby.
Mid-range will get you the buckets. That's a fact. Retarded troll. I feel you.
Yeah. Shit, baby.
A couple of middies will get you the buckets. That's what I'm saying. Why you want to shoot the threes when the mid-range works? Go for the middies, y'all. Take a layup. Get warmed up first. Cardi B, you stepped right off the court. The coach said to you on the bench, look, get him. Get that nigga out the game. You ran there on the court and got right in the game and shot a 3. You supposed to get in the game, throw a couple assists, you know what I mean? Go to Fordham, get a couple regular niggas, you know. Take them niggas shopping real quick, take them overseas or something, had them eating your butt all crazy, smelling the broccoli, send them niggas back to the game. Then you wait like a couple of months to a year, then you shoot a 3. You jumped in the game and went nut. Shit, baby. Yeah. And now you know what, Cardi? The coach said, get her. You on the bench again now, mama. You shouldn't have went in that game shooting them 3s. You gotta get loose first. Shit, baby. Shout out to Daniel Graham. Camden, New Jersey in the building. Yeah. Funny business, what's good? She said, you rich and got 3 kids. Take a break for a time and get a... Yes, right, Michelle? Take a break. That's what I'm saying. Listen, if you have a man, right, for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, right? Me, you in a relationship with me, I'm beating that coochie up for 15, 17 years until I'm out the game, right? So, like she said, let the shit air out for a little while, ma. Let it breathe for a minute. Shit, baby. Yeah. Get you a night, you Cardi B, you got the money. Go get you a real prostate vibrator. What's the thing called? The shit where they make the fake limbs. Go get you a nice real vibrator that's damn near a real thing. Pay $50,000 for it if you have to. And take it to the streets, ma. Shit, baby. Yeah. Get you the most expensive vibrator and take it to the streets. That's it. Go get this money. I guarantee you leave these niggas alone. You go, because you already got the bag. You leave these niggas alone, you get it. But this is the thing, though. These type of industry niggas, they sell records off. Like, when she started dating Stefon Diggs, she got hot again, putting out music, everything. So we don't know. Her being a mother, she might just get low and just say, fuck it, I'm done in the game. And that's fine, Cardi. You still gonna be a superstar and still have the money. And they still gonna pay you to pop out. Shit, baby. Shout out to Dana. But that's real. If you ask me, Cardi, let it breathe, ma. Let that coochie breathe. Let it breathe for at least the rest of the summer. Football season is around is around the corner. There's a couple YNs out there you might be able to snatch up. Leave the Stefon Diggs alone. The rookies will be in the building in the next month or 2. Shit, baby. Word. Because he's too experienced for you. All right. Let's take it to the streets now. Where's OVO Fox at, man? Where's OVO Fox at, man? I think Drake is back in the building, y'all. Shit, baby. I think Drake is back, fam. Word. I think he's back. It's crazy. You know, we thought Drake was done. We thought Drake was done. We thought, you know, we ain't heard from him. We put out the little album with Party Next Door. Then he put out a little EP after that. You know, it was whatever. Now Drake is all over the radio again. Shit, baby. He's back. He's back. And check out this. This was crazy to me. Hold on, we did that already. Let me see if I still have that. Do I have that? Yes, right here. Look at this.
Yeah, so I woke up this morning. Y'all boys got Drake bugging the fuck out. Drake ain't playing no more with niggas, man. Look at all these guns on the floor. This is the year this summer. This is the crash out summer right here. I can see it already. Drake is not playing. He's back, y'all. He is back. Jump in these comments. Let me know what y'all think about this new Drake record. Nasty work. Shit is crazy.
Okay. What do y'all think, man? You know, Drake, you know, he's Drake, he done it again, B. I can't lie. I knew he was going to come back. know if I like the song or not. I'm not sure. But he is spitting on this. He is spitting some shit. He's saying, what has he missed? He is spitting on there.
Shake, baby.
So, y'all want to hear a little snippet of it? Let me put a little snippet of it on for y'all. Just like you'll get a quick 5 seconds. They're not gonna have Drake messing up my monetized with his bullshit. Hold on. We're gonna play a little snippet of it. Drake. What did I miss? Okay. Here we go. Now, we're only playing a couple of seconds. I'm telling y'all that now. Because I also want to go watch the day he put the song out. He got a vlog out. He's riding around in some like army truck type shit. Look. Kind of fire. Kind of fire. I'm not going to hold you. I'm not going to hold you. Drake is kind of back right now. See, this is the thing. Kendrick Lamar. Let's talk about you for a minute. See, the difference between Kendrick Lamar and Drake is West Coast is feeling him. Don't get me wrong. But Drake is not from this country. He's from Canada, Toronto, and all of this stuff. Those guys love him over there. He just rode around Toronto yesterday, July 4th, in an army tank. They allowed him to do this, talking to people in the streets, doing a vlog. So then he comes with songs that we actually like. That's the thing about it. Drake makes music that we like. Kendrick Lamar doesn't all the time. He's been low since I can't tell you another song I like from Kendrick Lamar after the Drake diss song. I can't. I'm just keeping it real. Drake seemed like he's back, man. Now let's go to the vlog that he got going on. Your man DJ Academics, of course, covered it.
What did I miss? If y'all felt like this, what did I miss?
Jump in them comments.
Hold up. You over there.
Okay, there you go. He's getting in this like tank shit.
You know what I like about this too? No more Iceman. There's so many meanings in this. This is showing Drake by himself. He rocking out Dolo.
That's crazy.
He rocking out Dolo. He rocking out Dolo. All you niggas who claim he needed help, all you niggas, first of all, he gave y'all the help.
That's a fact, though.
Did I move the camera?
All right, smash them like buttons. This is Drake riding through Toronto talking to the people. This is crazy.
Nah, Drake on his villain arc. Not even villain arc. It's like, you know when they almost killed the
That's crazy.
They almost killed like the protagonist.
I gotta go with Drake, Michelle. 100%.
But somehow like they put him in a well
Drake
like
easy.
Iron Man, and he figured out a way to come out. Yeah.
Damn, Dick Tracy just killed Drake. All right, let's get him to moving around the city. All right, there you go.
This how I really look in the streets like Google Maps.
Yo, Drake is doing
listening to the album. All right, here you go. We had to fast forward it. He's playing his music. We had to get that out of there. He's on the live Twitch streams too. You see all the comments over there. So he is talking to the people. I give him that.
Yes, sir. Don't say a word. Don't say a word, brother.
Drake is outside. I can't lie.
Yes, sir. Yeah. It's love. It's love. What's up?
We ran all the way to find you.
I appreciate that. Love. Thank you. Love. Have a good night. Have a good night.
Try to tell y'all, Drake is outside. Raven said that nigga's corny, son. Yo, y'all wild in the chat. Shout out to Raymond.
Chat, what I miss?
He said colonizer outside, stop. I can never hate Drake or Nicki because of Wayne. That's a fact, Dick Tracy. Dana, yes. Back to Canada, please, with his corn. Yo, Michelle, wow. Shout out to Dana. They not feeling Drake in here this morning. Where Fox at?
I was looking at y'all, giving out personal bookings for y'all, making sure why was with hit man. What did I miss? What up, G? Yes, sir.
That nigga riding around Canada talking to the people late night. Niggas singing R&B. Niggas, I don't know. Drake be acting a little zesty. We getting to see him by himself right now. This is how he really acts.
You ran so fast, you said? I appreciate it. It's love.
It's love.
Don't say a word about this.
This is crazy.
Don't say a word, dog.
Don't say a word, brother.
John J. said he telling the people I need to take a piss. Can you help me? Yeah. Oh, crazy in here today.
Hey.
Oh, music.
I remember pushing DT with a man that whipping.
Man, shit, man. You already know. Come on, bro.
Yo, the niggas riding around in a like a.
We're live. Come on, bro. You guys know. Don't get run over, brother. What's up, love?
What's up, love? Drake is nasty work, son.
That's good. Love. Very icy. What's up, love? How are you? What's up? Love. Yeah, you already know. Yeah, love. Love.
Everything is love.
Yeah, outside. You know what I'm on. Outside this. Yeah, love. Love. What's up, man? Right?
Yo, this is crazy.
Outsideness. Sure. Love, bro. You already know. Love, man. You already know. Outside. Outside.
Yo, Jersey.
Outside. Yeah. You already know, bro. Love. Good. Yeah. Watch out. I don't want to hurt nobody. What's up, big dog? You alright?
Hi, Drake.
Alright? Yeah.
Yo, they have no cops? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Okay, enough of this. So, Drake, we just saw it. This is why you can't take him out of the equation. Because he's not from here. He's not. He got a whole country supporting him. Nigga, Kendrick Lamar got a state, the West Coast. That's it. Kendrick Lamar, you get no burn in New York City, fam. I'm just keeping it real. You know, Drake dropped this song. That's all I've been hearing on the radio. My man lives in Texas. He telling me they playing this shit 5 times an hour now, Drake. Drake is here for the summer. The song got a better vibe. Come on, let's keep it real. Drake music gives a better vibe. So now if I'm Kendrick Lamar, this is what I do. Got to get back in the studio, Kendrick. Can we hear some heat? That album is over with now. What's next? Drake just showed you he could just drop singles for the rest of his life. They're going to be good party records. This song is fire he just dropped. You know what I mean? It got a good vibe. I'm not going to lie. It do. Now, I'm not saying it's Drake's best. I'm saying it's better than the Kendrick Lamar shit that we heard since the Super Bowl. I haven't heard nothing from him since the Super Bowl. That nigga been low. Drake comes, he's like, let me just take the summer from this nigga real quick. It's Drake time. It's Drake time. Get ready. Any state, make sure you know it's gonna be on the radio. It's Drake time. Shit, baby. Yeah, Dick Tracy, he's definitely in his bag. I'm originally from New Jersey, born in the 80s, running the 90s on New York rap. I live in PA now, and I'm Team Kendrick. That's what's up. Michelle says she's feeling Kendrick. Yeah. Now, the reason you got to respect that from Michelle, did you see what she said in her comments? She's from New York and New Jersey from the 80s and the 90s. That's all we know is bars. So Kendrick Lamar is delivering straight bars. So if you like that type of talk, you got it. This goes to the Jim Jones versus the Nas. Same type of scenario here. Same type of scenario here. We know Drake don't write his music. We know Drake. For all we know, a nigga wrote this song for Drake. For all we know. Some nigga could have came, said, Drake, I got a hit for you. Now we back saying like Drake is hot. So I agree with Michelle. You know, Kendrick Lamar is real boom bap hip hop. He is. But now that Drake found his ghostwriter back again, he's back in them charts. Shit, baby. And I guarantee it, he's gonna be annoying to us in the next by the middle of July, we're gonna say this nigga's annoying. Yeah, that's a fact. But for the past 2 days, he got a good record. The radio about to make us hate it. Shit, baby. Yeah. Smash them like buttons. We doing good today, too. Smash them likes. All right, so we got one more thing to cover, then we out of here. I wanted to talk about your man, Diddy. So Diddy, Gene Deal talks about Diddy. Let me see if I can pull it up right here. Okay.
What direction do you think Diddy should go in when he do get up?
Well, you asking me what?
Let me pause it first. Okay, so Gene Deal's talking about Diddy. If he gets out of jail, this is the direction he thinks Diddy should go in. Now, the reason why I said I don't know if Diddy should be locked up is because the only reason I'm saying this is, like I said, because of the groupies, you know, but the main reason, the number one reason why I feel Diddy should not be locked up. yo, to live with what they want him to live with is a muff. You know, do people want to hang around Diddy anymore? Knowing that he's drugging you up and, having threesomes, like we said, men busting semen on his chest, making girls have the niggas bust on them, then he go have sex with them and rub all in it. Do niggas want to be around Diddy after all of this? Probably so. But it's a lot to live with, with him. I think as long as they get this from out of him, he could be able to be off the streets. Now, is he going to be? No. Diddy's doing at least 10 to 12 years. At least. It'll be a miracle if he gets off with nothing. Because they would have let him out with bail last week.
Baby.
Yeah. The kids offered $1 million. The family said we got $1 million bail for him. What's up? Let's let our pops out. We got $1 million for you. What's good? Y'all can have that. Let him out. They might just say, you know what, Diddy? You ruined a lot of people. We're going to pay all these people for constructive damage. So if Diddy can get out of there and be home with an ankle bracelet on and not be in jail, and they say, we're going to give you 5 years, ankle bracelet probation, you can't go nowhere, and we're going to fine you like 350 to 500 million so everybody can eat, so be it. I think it's foul to take a nigga money, but he robbed a lot of niggas, man. Yeah. I'd rather you run up with me, gun butt me, put the gun in my mouth, take everything from me, than take my shit on paper like a coward. That's what Diddy did. He did the coward work. Why you think the Locks was throwing chairs at this nigga and all of this? No more cause we rough riding. Remember all that? The Locks and everything? Cause the nigga took their royalties, everything. Niggas did nasty work to my niggas, man. Ever since they left Diddy, the Locks been up, man. Making money. Doing real hip-hop, doing real things. Podcasters. Now they're getting real money now, man. They had to go. It took them time to build it, but they built it. And they still here. We saw the era of the Locks. Shit that they had to go through to get to where they at, they deserve it. So yes, like I said, I don't want to see Diddy in jail, but some niggas should get paid out some money though. Put a lot on the niggas. How about the girl, the assistant? You know, she had to get her back blown out and all of this, and then fall in love with you, saying she loves you and everything, and watch you have another girl on deck and setting off freak-offs. Imagine liking a person and you got to set up freak-offs for them. That girl probably hasn't had a regular 9 to 5 since then. You know what I'm saying? Come on, you can't just go work in the town, go get a regular job after you done flied all over the world with Diddy and made some type of money and experienced the shit that you experienced. No, these people deserve some type of money, fam. And this is real. And this is real. You know what I'm saying? So if you take the bread from Diddy and you let him out, I'm cool with that. All right, this is the G deal. He kind of went off.
Do I think that he should take once he get out of prison, and that could be 10, 15 years from now, it could be 5 years from now. I don't know, bruh. But what I would want him to do is hang himself. Do an Epstein. That's the way I feel, bruh.
That's
crazy.
Like
people gonna look at that as being harsh, not godlike and everything like that. But I don't love my enemies. I don't know what you do to yours, but I don't love my enemies at all.
But for you to say he should hang himself, I mean, that's a little extreme. I mean,
Yeah,
what did
crazy.
he do for you to feel like that?
Bruh, I never really discussed the fact that my issues with my job with nobody. You understand? Because people don't realize is that let me sit up in this a little bit.
Let me pause this for a second. Diddy's the nastiest work there is. We talking about literally nasty, like a freak, nasty with robbing people. But I do not want to see him hang himself. He got kids. new baby, little, you know, the little girl running around. You know, there was that, remember her? He got the little girls running around. I don't want to see that man hang himself. That's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? But Gene saying he's his enemy. Gene not feeling Diddy at all. He want Diddy behind the jail. That's a fact. But I don't want to see him hang himself. This is nasty work. For real.
You know, I know people gonna say what they want to say. People don't realize this, brother, that it's a lot of shit that happened with us as far as when you go do a security job and you willing to die for somebody. We was in situations that I could have lost my life.
It's true.
Protected him. But that's what I'm getting paid for. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I'm there. That's why I'm one of the lead dudes in the crew. When he's with the same gang, when I'm working for Tim Dog, Buck Naked, when I'm working for Uptown Records, wherever I'm working at, you understand, I'm always one of the same guy, one of the lead dudes doing the security stuff. When me and Puff sat down and we decided that I was going to have my own contract, I said to dude, whatever you do, whatever go down, you don't know me. We bet. Cool. You understand what I'm saying? It might be situations like that, but you don't know me. When Big got murdered, the FBI at my job, the LAPD at my job.
That's crazy.
I lose my job.
Wow.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Now I gotta fight for my job back. Puff ain't never give me a dime. And I don't think I was supposed to ask him for it either.
That's a fact.
It's only the right thing to do. But I didn't say nothing else. I ain't saying nothing. I did what I was supposed to do as a man. Do you understand what I'm saying? If I start crying, what the fucking baby gonna do, bruh? So I got odd jobs until I fight my case. You understand? Won my case. But every time somebody bring up something, every time I go through arbitration about something, they bring this bad boy thing up because you got to understand. They came and told my job, your officer was working security in California and he witnessed a murder of arguably one of the top rappers at that time.
That's
the
crazy.
New York State Division of Parole at that time had just got a lawsuit because of discrimination. It was basically a white agency. So they start bringing black young talent in to deal with the parolees because they didn't have that at first. You understand? So now, me getting that report and his people telling the FBI, the LAPD about me put a ugly light on my head with the agency. You could call in, hey, Gene Deal stepped on my toe and he ain't say excuse me. Suspend me. And the first thing they'll bring up in the reports is the incident about Bad Boy.
That's crazy.
My lawyer told him on like the third arbitration hearing, why do y'all keep bringing this Bad Boy thing up? And he did this and he did that to try to mess with the arbitrator. Y'all can't do that, but they do it anyway because they're allowed to.
That's a fact.
Then I can handle me. I'll go out and get a job. I'll shovel shit for a living. But they put stipulations in where you can't work at a certain hour, certain time. things change, bruh. I never fought this dude for me. I fought because of what he was doing to other people.
That's a fact.
And I don't understand why it's so hard. I don't understand why it's so hard that he said some negative shit about somebody and they lost their life. With Wolf. A dude that sit around and collect money for him to make sure that he was good. This dude dies.
Smash them
after
like
he
buttons.
went to talk to Puff. With Puff supposed to do something for him and he didn't do it. Cussing Wolf's mother. Talking crazy to her. If Wolf was alive, Puff would be dead. Because he either beat the shit out of him to death or did something to him. So it's not necessarily he did something directly to me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Which he did do some things to me. Because if you mess up my livelihood where I got to go out to Miami and bodyguard Scott Storch, I got to work in nightclubs now. I got to get my hustle on to take care of my family.
Crazy.
Then, bro, you wrong. You wrong. Dude been wrong for a long time on a whole lot of situations. And he know it. So you ask me, what he do to me? He did a lot of shit. As far as fucking up the agreement that we had that caused me all the turmoil in the job that I went to school for, a job that I trained for, a job that I worked. You know how many times they came to me telling me to quit my job and become security for Bad Boy?
All right, so feel bad for Gene, man. Smash them like buttons. Smash them likes. I feel bad for Gene. I mean, I didn't know that he lost his job. Lost everything. That's what I try to say, man. A lot of people suffered in this whole run for Diddy to make $1 billion and niggas have nothing. Why does everybody around this man have nothing? Nothing. I guarantee Black Rob died with nothing. G-Dep has nothing. G-Dep just did a bid. You should have put bag in G-Dep pocket. Nothing. But when you came home, Diddy had nowhere to run to. G-Dep's taking pictures with him. That's what I'm saying. Like, you did that for the clout because nobody wanted to even have you even in the facility of anybody because of the situations you was going through, Puff. This is crazy, fam. Like I said, when I think of the whole Puff Daddy situation, for me, it's like, this is Diddy. This is Puff Daddy. They hear him bathing in semen is really, it like a nigga that's young in the game and watching guys like Diddy, this shit is crazy to me. Shit, baby. It's nasty work. I don't know. Smash them likes. Let's get 3 more likes. Give me 3 more likes, y'all. Yeah. So I'm just like, if I'm Diddy, coming home is like a bad thing right now. Nobody is feeling this dude. Nobody. The workers all lost in that run, that Bad Boy run. They all lost, man. Nobody came out on top but Diddy. That nigga said he was willing to die for Diddy. He lost his job. It's crazy, man. And if I'm the kids, you listen to niggas like me talking, I wish he fucked him. Shut up. No. I gotta open your eyes too. Even y'all walking around with all the jewelry on and all the cars, y'all got there off other niggas losing. Shit, baby. Yeah. That is sort of like the nigga in the hood who got 6 cars, mad chains on, got all the freshest clothes, but he got everybody's mother and father walking around like crackheads. I hate that nigga. Yeah. I hate that type of person, fam. That you up and everybody else is down. You're a creep doing that to people, man. I'm not saying Diddy. I'm talking about the niggas that think it's cool to sell to people mothers and aunts outside. Go hustle somewhere else off the block. Why you got to bring that shit around the neighborhood where niggas live at and have families just running around? Let them niggas go all out of town to go get that. But you open up in the hood and got niggas' mothers strung out. Niggas' aunts and grandmothers strung the fuck out. Shit, baby. That's nasty, man. You know what I mean? I'm just saying that. No, Nino Brown. Shout out to Nino Brown. We're not saying that Puff didn't beat the feds. We're not saying that. So it's cool to beat the feds and rob everybody and have everybody homeless on welfare, no money, you know, taking bullets for you. That's foul, Nino Brown. What type of nigga are you? Well, you got a name named Nino Brown. You started the Carter in the hood. You had niggas, all family members walking around looking like crackheads. Let's be for real, Nino. No, I'm not saying that he didn't beat the feds, Nino. We know he beat the feds. We're saying that everybody around him is straight popped. Straight popped. The only reason why the locks ain't popped is because they kept going and they believed in themselves and them guys got their own companies. But the rest of the niggas couldn't even have no startup because they really didn't have no skills. All they was doing around was taking bullets. They thinking they gonna be good for life. You with a billionaire. You mean take responsibilities. You know, that's not his fault. What you mean, Nino Brown? You got $1 billion. It is your fault. You could give niggas money. You rather your kids walk around with Bentleys and 10 chains on their neck than a nigga get a few dollars? That's nasty, Nino. Shit, baby. You are spending more money on freak-off parties than you could give a nigga a loose. You could just give a nigga $30,000. You got niggas in the office working for you. They go $200 a week, but you're spending $5,000 on escorts. Come on, Nino. Yeah, shake, baby. Come on, Nino. I'm saying they're all broke around Nino. What you mean who's broke around Puff? Everybody. We just witnessed Gene Deal said he lost his job. Puff turned his back on him. He had to go work in nightclubs. How you go from watching a nigga in LA and Vegas making money to now working in and fucking the tunnel? That's crazy to me. What you mean get a job, Nino? You supposed to be the job. They're working with you. You're like the nigga that everybody in this chat go to work for. You feel that they not underpaid. They work hard. The people rob people, fam. It don't matter if Gene Deal is a liar or not. We all know he worked for this man and he did not no longer work for him after the toughest time in Bad Boy Records. Beef with the West Coast was tough, Nino. No, he did not have a pension. He lost his job because when Biggie got killed, the feds went to his job, Nino. You ain't hear what he just said. Shit, baby. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that that Gene Deal is all his stories are credible. I'm not saying he's telling the truth. I'm saying what I just heard out of this man's mouth. I'm thinking about the niggas that work for Puff. A lot of them niggas is jobless with no money and no pension, no nothing, fam. He probably does make 7 stacks a month right now. He's on YouTube. I believe it. But that has nothing to do with Puff. You know what I'm saying? No, Nino. I'm only going by what he said. You saying I'm misinformed? You know what, Nino? I respect you, though. At least you're not in here trolling. Going at me. We just having a good debate, me and you. I like that. Nino can stay around. 7 stacks a month from his pension? Well, he did get his job back, he said. but he had to fight for it. But his pension and being a cop has nothing to do with Diddy. This is before he meets Diddy. So then now Diddy brings him on. Now he almost loses his job. Now what happens if you don't get his job back, Nino? He's not making 7 stacks a month pension. He had to fight for that. He's saying he was willing to take bullets for Diddy and all of this. And he told Diddy, he said, Diddy, no matter what happens, you don't know me. Because he knew he had that pension he'd been working for. If you a nigga that worked, the pension is everything. The pension is kind of more than what you get per week. Because you still young enough, you can hustle up. But when you get old, you won't need that. You're going to need that. Gene lost the job because the Biggie death nasty. That's what he said, right, Tracy? Yes, that's what he said, Nino Brown. No, bro. I heard him personally. He is currently making 7 stacks a month now. No, he is from the pension. We know that. But what I'm saying is that he said he had to fight for his job back. So he didn't get paid for 2 years. It took 2 years to get his pension and his job back. So he had to work in nightclubs where Diddy cut him off completely after the Biggie death. He cut him off completely. So I think Gene Deal is mad because he felt like after all of that stress, Diddy should have been, kept him on retainer. Which I agree. Because I'm going to tell you, Diddy's alive. Without these type of niggas around Diddy, they would have been off Diddy. They would have took Diddy out first. Biggie would still be here. Because they just would have took Diddy out and it would have been over. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They held that man down. Diddy would not be here, man. You know what I'm saying? And you got to know that when Diddy, you got to remember, Diddy was talking tough at these times. He's not talking like this without Gene Deal and the Wolf and all these niggas around him. He would not talk to Suge Knight. Suge Knight would have smacked the shit out of Diddy if he'd have ran his mouth to him with no security. He would have beat the shit out of him. Tupac would have beat the shit out of him. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Those niggas play a major part in Bad Boy Records. They should have the bag. Not when you up a Billy. Now, Diddy had $1 million in the bag and $500,000 in the bank. He's just surviving, paying bills, mansions up of all the things. Like, yeah, fine, you go get a job. But when you up $1 billion, got 10 houses, tricking on escorts, buying all these girls gifts, got your sons walking around with $100,000 on their neck, you could afford to keep a couple niggas that was keeping you alive on retainer. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, fam. Diddy's in the building. Let's roll him out. He's selling oil this morning. Diddy! No, we know Diddy's a man. He's not Santa Claus. But when you're up $1 billion, my dude, you are Santa Claus. $1 billion is a lot of money. My nigga, he's giving escorts an extra $5,000 to jerk off if they shit is hard. Pause. The harder you are around Diddy, he gave you more money. So you telling me that you accept a nigga letting niggas jerk off in his face with hard penises, pause, and paying them $5,000 extra, and you got niggas that kept you alive to even watch? You wouldn't even watch these niggas jerk off if these guys weren't around you security. They wouldn't be telling these stories if you kept them on retainer, Diddy. That's just bottom line. They wouldn't even be on the internet blowing you up like this and building up evidence on you if you was keeping them on retainer. Retainer's not a big number. Diddy could afford to keep Gene Deal on for us for another $7,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? So now he's making $15,000 a month from the pension. Now he's living a good life. And when you need him, he can still come around and you know what I mean? Come on, fam, $1 billion, a Billy? A Billy? Come on. Come on, Nino. A Billy's a lot, my dude. A Billy's a lot. Black Rob living in the projects? A Billy's a lot, my nigga. Mark Curry out there, gotta write books and not living their life. Craig Mack having no money when he passed away. Total looking hurt on the internet. 112 still performing in Vegas at 100 seaters. Come on, bro. This is one of the best labels ever. These niggas should be rich for life. But how can you be rich when a nigga got all the publishing? Don't want to keep niggas on retainer. Nino Brown, I can't respect what you're saying, fam. I can't. I can't, bro. I can't. That's the thing. Rich people don't want people catching them. They all want people. That's why I don't hang out with niggas that think you think you're a boss, you gotta call me. I don't hang out with niggas that I do my own thing. I told nigga in the park, guess that come by myself, fam. I don't want to be around nobody. Especially if they them niggas because they think niggas supposed to kiss. I'm not kissing nobody ass, fam. I go home to a big house every time. My family, we built our own. Keep it just like this. We ain't robbed nobody. Niggas got their royalties, fam.
Shake, baby.
My father's group got their royalties, fam. I can't go by that. Because niggas ain't with us. Niggas still eating off us. And you know what? We done put a lot of people on and nobody kicked back nothing. Put niggas in the NBA, kick back nothing. That's just the name of the game. We know this. But niggas can't say that we hurt niggas. Help niggas, not hurt niggas.
Shake, baby.
And that's a fact. You know what I mean? So like I said, I can't respect a person that's up here and keeping everybody down here. You know what I mean? Let's get them up a little bit. It's going to be hard for them to level up. But we could get them like right here. We can't keep them down here. You can't even see them on a chart no more. Let's let the people see them a little bit. They don't need a mansion in the Malibus in the hills like you. But they can have a house in East LA somewhere. $500,000, $200,000 house. I can let them eat a little bit. Niggas got the royalties and everything. How you supposed to eat?
Shake, baby. Yeah.
How you supposed to eat? No, nobody owes nobody nothing. But the morality of things is always, to me, bigger than than owing. The morality. You know, you're supposed to be like, yo, fam, like, I'm alive because of these niggas. Niggas jumping in front of bullets, tackling Diddy when it comes down to anything, treating him like the president. These were regular street niggas. You can say Gene was a cop all you want. Gene is a street nigga.
Shake, baby.
Yeah. Gene is from them streets, fam. I'm just being real, man. That's what I'm saying. Even Amaru is talking that talk. You know what I'm saying? This is, you know, they were crash outs. You know what I'm saying? Bro, he got paid. I know he got paid. But it's not, this is, okay, so you just said Gene Deal got a pension, right? For being he was a cop, right? He was an officer, right? Right, Nino Brown? This is what you said Gene Deal's making $7,500 a month for, right? Okay. So you saying Diddy can't give out pensions with $1 billion, my nigga? Why? Because it's the music business? That's why I say I wash my hands from the music business. You know what I mean? It's a dead-end game. You know, Gene's not making records. He can't get royalty checks. So why should I jump in front of the bullet for you, nigga? Why should I jump in front of the bullet for you, nigga? Of course he's supposed to have a pension, Nino. Of course.
Baby.
You know, the city give you a pension for why? Because you are protecting the city. This nigga's protecting a person. Not the city, the person. You don't think the nigga that watches the president got a pension for watching them? Of course, nigga. So it should be the same thing when you up a Billy. You could take $100,000 out of that a year, out of the Billy. Diddy spends $100,000 a week probably on escorts, fam. I can't respect you, my nigga. I can't. I cannot. I can't, fam. It's just bottom line. The whole ideal for this, for everything with Bad Boy Records and everything, was for Diddy to get rich, and he used all of them niggas around him. That's the bottom line. I don't care what nobody else says. Somebody should be up. One person. Farnsworth Bentley held umbrellas for this nigga. Threw him out of there because he's stealing clothes in the crib. Why is he stealing? Because he's not eating. He's not eating. That's why. Niggas will not steal from you. They will protect you even more when they eating. Imagine if a nigga's eating more than they supposed to eat. Pause. They'll jump in front of a bazooka for you. Just like Cassidy said, niggas got security, but when them bullets fire, they trying to secure their own bodies. Because you're not paying them enough. You give a nigga $500 to run around with you? Fuck, I would jump in front of a bullet. I'm there to make it look like a nigga hopefully they don't say nothing. If I'm there and I'm doing security, and I'm one of these big brolic niggas doing security, I'm never jumping in front of the bullets for none of them rap niggas. I might help you if a nigga punch you in your face, get him up off you. You paying me $500, my nigga. You could get that to your mans in them that's with you and just walk around with an entourage. No, you want to look like you some big-time rapper underpaying security when niggas is really trying to take y'all niggas' heads off.
Shit, baby.
Yeah. I'm just saying, my guys, you know, like I said, I just told y'all, I don't want Diddy to go to jail. You know what I'm saying, Nino? No, Nino, it's not your job. That's not your, but not for $500, Nino. You saying, yeah, but you took the job. Okay, I worked with you for $500 for the night, so I can't get a pension? You talking about, you want me to jump in front of the bullets? Yeah, duck. Exactly, Nino. Exactly. You said it right there. I might take the 500, but I'm not jumping in front of no bullets for no little short pay that these niggas, especially a nigga with $1 billion, fam. With $1 billion, if I got $1 billion, every nigga around me is on retainer if I love you enough. Diddy ain't love these niggas, he used them. And that's that. If you love niggas, Gene has all right to be running his mouth like that. Diddy showed he does not love him. He took him off retainer. In the hardest time of his life. When they took his job from him, he had to fight for it back. Niggas say he had to go work in regular clubs now. That's dangerous. You went from the look of with shades on, walking around with Puff Daddy with the mean look, to now working at the front door of the local club. That's disgusting work, fam. I'm sorry. It really is. But anyway, we'll talk about this again on Wednesday. You know, it's all love. Nino Brown, good convo with you. I'm not hating on you. Good talk. Not hating on Diddy neither. But you know what? I come from a different cloth. I watched the man take care of kids that weren't his. And people, a man with a heart. So I can't expect niggas that don't have no heart, you know, to say the right thing. You know, no offense, my boy, but your name is Nino Brown. Nino Brown terrorized Harlem for his own good. You know what I'm saying? That's not good, my nigga. You know what I mean? You always got to remember, you talking about niggas get a job. The niggas that need to get a job is the niggas that's, you know, like I said, selling to niggas' moms and aunts and grandmothers and grandfathers in the hood and terrorizing the city, selling drugs so they could be up. Those are that's real terror, Nino. When a nigga tear a nigga down for them to come up. I want up, but I don't want none of y'all niggas down in here.
Shit, baby.
And I'm going to leave it like that. I'll see y'all on Wednesday.